Hey everyone, this is Anthony with NXTZEN USA. Today we are going to go over the Cut Master system, and we are going to be polishing on this beauty right here. I'm just going to do the hood. I borrowed the car, so they're going to be about the car. I borrowed this car just for this demo. They're going to be kind of upset. They're going to get a really nice hood, and the rest of it's still gonna, look like caca. Okay, so this is like a little starter kit. It's a little baby kit. Now I'm gonna go ahead and mix one up. I'm gonna mix one up on camera, and we are going to be using both a traditional orbital dual action type polisher and then old school rotary. So now when you're gonna mix these up, you'll notice that yellow, red, blue, right? So when you mix these up in powder form, mix it with the emulsion, it's actually going to turn this color. So when you're mixing blue, it's going to be with the blue cut pad. And when you mix the red, which is kind of more like pink, it's going to go with the red. And then the white and the yellow go with the yellow finishing. You can mix and match. You're not like set in one. Right? So you're going to be able to go maybe a little, maybe one scoop medium, maybe one scoop heavy. See what that creates for you, right? The typical load, the beginning load up is for every 3 ounces of emulsion, you're going to give yourselves 2 scoops of abrasive. Now that's just kind of like a guideline. You can do 3 and then 1 scoop. Or you can just use just the emulsion. It has no abrasives to it whatsoever, but it is a great finishing product or a mid product. I'll show you how that works also. Then you can switch the pads around. Your paint condition, what type of paint it is, that's all going to determine how you use this product. So we're going to get started here on this ragged out hood, and we're going to see what we can come up with. So this is going to be our specimen here. This is a Volkswagen. It is black and it is got some metallic in it, but you can see it's kind of jacked up. It's got some swirls in it, right? It's got tons of paint chips. This is a Road Warrior type car. It's got scratches, bird bombs. It's got a little bit of everything in there, and we're going to see what we can do with it using the NXTZEN Cut Master system. Everybody kind of fears the rotary like it's the plague, but it's an amazing tool and it should be used by all detailers. You should get yourself a rotary, some practice panels. The misconception is that it builds up a lot of heat. It can build up a lot of heat. These will actually run cooler than this. How so? Like a shedding alpaca. A lot of airflow gets through these things. So as you are running your rotary, airflow is going through a lot better than this, which is making all contact with the paint. So these aren't to be feared. So don't fear them. Use them. Man. Just don't wear black when you're going to be using them. Hi. So this is the NXTZEN Cut Master Emulsion. Say it with me, everyone. Emulsion. It is harvested from the carcasses of the beluga whale. This is the secret sauce. If I'm not mistaken, it is also what they deep fry the shrimp in. Put another shrimp on the barbie, mate. Have you ever seen those big ass crab looking things in Australia? Like, I don't know, they just invade people. Well, this is from their reproductive system. Right about now, everybody in the Australian side is going, just do the video, dude. This is what suspends the abrasives for your polishing, compounding, and so on. And it can also be used by itself. We'll get into that. The NXTZEN Cut Master Emulsion, it's really, really neat stuff. You got to shake it for a good while, okay? Man. Okay. Now we're going to pour. You got your little readers here, right? 3 ounce, 6 ounce. Now the Australians, they had to change this for us because we're dumb. All right, we go by the ounces, not the liter stuff. Okay, we're going to do 3 ounces. 3 ounces of this here. Can you see that? You guys can't. You can't even see that. All right, hold on. All right, so we are going to now mix this up here, giving it a really good shake. We're going to do 3 ounces. 3 ounces of product. That's too much coffee. We're going to do about 3 ounces. And we are going to now mix up the heavy. You're going to get one of these little mixer doodads inside. And what you want to do is put this in your protein shake and get a little extra kick. Whew. Now for the fun stuff. Let's get started. Joel and Addison, I just got lunch. All right. All right, so this is the panel that we are going to get started on. We're just going to do this one section right here, and we're going to see how it comes out with just the NXTZEN compound, the NXTZEN wool cutting pad. We're going to use a DA on this one, and also in conjunction with just the emulsion. So this is just the NXTZEN emulsion, nothing else added to it. Give ourselves a little dollop here, a little squeeze of product. This first step right here, these several passes, the product's starting to get a little transparent. I can start to see through it into the paint. At this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my emulsion. I'm gonna spray a little bit of emulsion right there. And I'm gonna continue. I won't add any more product. I'm just gonna use just the emulsion and what I have on this panel and the pad. And I'm just gonna kick it up a little bit speed-wise. Right now I'm just running 3. previously noted, the aluminum abrasives in the NXTZEN system, they have a long working time as far as cut goes, but they will start to eventually dull. Now, I'm not going to get these deeper scratches out of here unless I were to maybe wet sand, but we might be able to get a little more cut with a rotary and a wool pad. Now you can see that I'm starting to see through the paint again. It's becoming transparent. Kind of lets me know that the cut master has worked what it's supposed to do. All right, let's give it a wipe. Now, let's take a look. All right, so this is what we have. This is now what we have. Now, mind you, this was a wool pad and the compound. We're going to refine it further, but I wanted to show you that it does cut. It's going to be a little bit different than what you are normally used to if you're using traditional set liquids. You know, you got your set finishing, you got your set compound, and so on and so on. You can custom do this to what you need. I knew that this was just hammered, the 3 emulsion and 2 scoops of abrasives. It might get me an okay finish, but this finish was really, really nice with just a compound. So it's all how you use it. It's gonna be used a little bit differently, all right, guys? So I'm gonna go over this one more time, but I'm gonna do another panel first so we can get a comparison between one step compound and another step, one step on the other side. Okay, now we're going to mix up some of the medium. We're going to do another panel in our wonderful test vehicle here, and we're going to get our stuff mixed up again. We're going to take our bottle. Every bottle is going to have a little one of these little mixers. Toss it in there. And once again, we're going to use the NXTZEN Cutmaster. We're going to put 3 ounces in the NXTZEN Cutmaster Emulsion. Have you guys ever like run across like the place yards and like restaurants and stuff and like all that gum? So what the NXTZEN guys do is they go around and they collect all that and they melt it. And three ounces, right? 3 ounces. Not even sure if I'm in camera here, but we're going to do 3 ounces. Now I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to do this differently. It's going to be different. It's going to change. I'm going to do, once again, knowing the condition of the paint, I'm going to do 1 scoop, two scoops, then I'm going to do 1 scoop of the light. I probably didn't have to say it like that, like light. I think there's ghosts here. All right, so we're going to do kind of 1 scoop, maybe not a full scoop, of the light abrasives. And kind of what I want to do is make myself like a 1-step. And we're going to be using the NXTZEN red pad. So your let's say you're a professional detailer and you have a car that comes in like this, and all they want is like a one step. So let's see how this does as a one step. All right, so in this panel right here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the NXTZEN red pad and what I just mixed up here. 3 ounces of emulsion, 2 scoops of the medium, and 1 scoop of light. I wanna see, this is a first mixture for me, so let's see how it looks. Once again, I typically start a little bit low. So this pad is going to build up more heat than the blue wool pad. Can start to see through the paint. Now there are obviously scratches, deep scratches that this alone will not remove. But once again, if you're a professional shop and you just have to gloss something up, this is a good way to do it. All right, we're right about at the end. Instead of going to another pad with another product, I'm going to leave this on here. I'm not going to add anything else. I'll grab my emulsion, just my emulsion. And we're going to go again. This time though, I'm going to crank up the speed just a bit. Let's see what we got. Wouldn't it be great if it filled in all the chips? All right, let's get our light. So this is what we have, and this is what we have. Now this was a one-step product. This was with a polishing pad. Is there still stuff in the paint? Yes. You would need to get really, really aggressive with it to get everything out. But the difference? It came out looking pretty good. So on the next panel, what we're going to do is we're going to use a rotary. All right, so this is what we're working with. We're going to do this section right in here with a rotary, and we're going to see what it looks like. This will probably be a 3 or 4 step process, like I had said earlier, and I need to hurry because my hamburger's getting cold. We're going to start working this product in. I hope everything gets on the GoPro and whatnot. Once again, I do start off at a low. Now there's the bait. Do I keep it flat? Do I angle it? You can do whatever you want. I use a little of both, flat and angled. Yes, it does shed. So even though I can keep this here for a good while, I think I'm at 1,000 RPMs right now. But if I just went back and forth on this, it would cut the paint just fine. Let's see what we've cut. Let's see what our paint looks like. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. So we're gonna use our, what we mixed up. Once again, 3 ounces of product, and we've got 2 scoops of the medium, 1 scoop of the light. All right, here we go. Gonna kick it down just a little bit to start. See how it clears out right away? Now, before I remove this, I'm going to now switch to my dual action. And maybe just emulsion. We'll see. All right, so we're just gonna put emulsion down and continue on. Once again, low speed to start. We don't have any more abrasives on here. Now we're just using the emulsion and the abrasive nature of the pad. So this is a really soft pad. It's like a 100 PPI pad. Nice and soft. Now I'm going to kick the speed up a little bit. I'm going to ease up on the pressure of my polisher. All right, we're gonna see what we got. Oh, this is what we had at start. And as we come up over here, this is now what we have with that multi-step process. So once again, there are deeper scratches in there. You can see them in there. Right about there. All right, so now that I see these, right, I'm going to come back. I'm going to take care of these, and then we're going to take a look and see how it looks under the light with that. So I'm going to go back to the blue pad. But I'm not going to use the compound. I'm going to use our little custom mixture here. The reason being is I don't necessarily need to try to level out scratches. I just need to kind of remove or clean up what I've previously done. Okay, lost GoPro for a moment, but we're back. Our first step there that we did, the product is still on there. Now we are going to not add any more product, we just did a little bit of emulsion. And obviously switching the pad. So we went to a yellow polished finish pad. If we wanted to, we could go one step down also again and use a true finishing pad and the finishing product. But I think we're going to be good right here. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's see what we got. Let me get my lamp. Once again, as a reminder, get away our alpaca fur. Alpaca fur. So this is what we had, what we're starting with. And now this is what we have with those steps. And probably short of wet sanding, I think we might be right about there. Chase is gonna start a big car right now. Man, it's like I need a manscape or something. Add this to your coffee. No, don't do that, please. So this is Anthony with NXTZEN USA. I want to thank you all very, very much for watching. If you can, please give us a like, maybe give us a subscribe, kind of a thumbs up kind of thing there. And you have any questions, send us an email, comment. So thank you very, very much. Anthony bowing out.